what I'm going to do is, let me see, this is where we left off in our previous tutorial. So let me run this so that you guys can see. We created this single square. We wanted to demonstrate how we can use the keyboard input event. Okay, so I'm going to do away with these lines of code, and so I'm going to clear that. Like I said in the previous tutorial, we're going to use the keydown event. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using, and I'm going to do away with this as well. Let me just backspace that. I'm going to uncomment these 4 lines. I'm also going to revert this back to 0, and so I'm going to save this and run this. You can see we have our piece over here. So depending on what piece you have, you could have the first piece, which is piece 0. Let me save and see. You could have this one, you could have any other piece on the screen, it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is, we want to be able to move our piece horizontally, so that is on the x-axis. So I'm going to create a variable to show a change in x. So we're going to use delta x, and so this dx simply means a change in x. So initially it's going to be 0, but when we press a key we want that to change. So let me put this here, let me create space over there. So you could actually name this whatever you want, but give it a value of 0. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to uncomment these 4 lines. This is what we did in our previous tutorial. So we said if event.type is pygame.keydown, and then we check the key here. If it's k left, we want to remove this line. So we want to say dx equals to -1. So we want to subtract the value 1 dx to be negative when we press this left arrow key. When we press the right arrow key, 1 dx is equal to +1. Okay, so this is what we want. Having done this, then we're going to create a for loop. What we are targeting is this shape here. So inside here we have our rect objects, right, which we are drawing using this rect object, but we want to target this one. And so what we want to do is create a for loop here. Down here we want to say for the indentation, there's something wrong with the indentation. Okay, here, so for, I will say I again, this is just random, in range 4, because we have 4 rect objects in the list. The list that we're dealing with is this one. So this is a list. This is what we want. So we want to change that. Down here we want to say it's called shape, this thing, this one. So we are getting our piece here, which is going to give us back a list. So this is what we are interacting with. So we want to say shape, and then square brackets, obviously, and to access it we use this same syntax that we use down here. So we want to say I, and we're going to say .x. We want to target the x value. Okay, so x, we want that to be plus equal to dx. Okay, we want this to be plus equal to dx, but it's going to change. It's going to add -1 if we press the left arrow key, or it's going to be +1 when we press the right arrow key. So this is what is going to happen. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's save this and see this if it's going to work. So if I run this, I have my piece. Press that key, you can see our piece is moving. Okay, so this is what we wanted, but of course it's going past the walls, so we don't want our piece to go past the game surface. All right, so I want to thank you for your time. I hope you understood. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll see you in our next tutorial. For now, I'm out. Bye bye.